All right, Nichole, I'll keep letting them in. Do you need to be host now?
Let's see. Yes,
Okay.
I can share.
Yep.
Will it still let people in, or do I need to keep an eye on it?
You may need to keep an eye on it.
That's fine.
So,
All right, guys, y'all ready to rock and roll? Almost
um,
7:05. Let's do it. Happy August nutrition presentation. So today, let me start the slideshow. I feel like every time I do this, I'm like learning how to do it from the beginning. Okay. Um, Today is going to be a little bit of a refresher since we've started back at school. So your schedules have changed out of your um summer schedule back into your school schedule, which I'm sure for all of you is different. So it takes some adjusting, it takes some planning, it takes some preparation, things we've talked about in the past, but hopefully since the last time we chatted about getting back into the swing of things with school starting, you guys have already made some changes to your nutrition planning and prepping. So hopefully now you can take some of these steps and execute. So we're going to go through back to school, new schedule planning. We're going to chit chat a little bit about some protein because I know that was just something y'all requested last week. And for some reason, and it's not just you guys, it's a lot of my clients across the board from high school age through adults. On the go protein, packed lunch protein seems to be kind of a roadblock for a lot of people. So we're going to chit chat about a couple of my favorite go to high protein sources that are easy to keep in your bag and keep on the go with you. So with back to school, the schedule changes. You need to put the nutrition at the top of the list. Now, in order to put your nutrition at the top of your list, it's going to take some work on your part. Like a lot of the things we've talked about, we can't just expect it to happen for us and expect the healthier options just to show up if we don't, A, make the plan with whoever in the house is helping with the grocery shopping. Maybe it means that I think most of y'all drive. Maybe it means you go to the store and pick out some of the things that you know you need for the week, especially those pre-practice, post-practice snacks, because maybe not everybody in your family needs the protein shakes, or not everybody in the house needs whatever you've found to be the best pre-workout. So maybe it takes a little initiative on your part this year to make sure that you have the things in the house readily available. If they're not there, you can't eat them. And usually the things that we need aren't going to be found in a vending machine or a gas station. So planning, you have to plan and you have to prepare. So part of the planning is you need to think about it ahead of time. Sunday is the perfect time. I just spent majority of my day meal planning, meal prepping because life comes fast come Monday. And again, if it's not there, we can't eat it. So start looking ahead and thinking ahead. Hey, what do I want to eat this week? What are going to be my lunches this week? What am I going to have for breakfast this week? I know a lot of times for breakfast, it is we wake up 7 minutes before we get out the door. That doesn't leave you a ton of time to be able to eat a good meal. And it shouldn't just be a grabbed Pop Tart or a chewy granola bar, right? We need to make a little bit smarter choices. And that may mean you need to plan to wake up earlier. So set a new alarm. Maybe it's you need to make that smoothie the night before, stick it in something in the fridge that you can run out the door with it. Scramble up some eggs the night before, have them in the fridge you can nuke in the morning. So planning the things, what you're going to eat. I know breakfast would probably be one that I would really focus on so that we don't just grab some sugary, easy baked good out the door. With lunches, we'll get into that on the next slide, whether you are going to bring your lunch, whether we are bringing and packing, or if we are looking at the school lunch menu. And then meals, maybe we have that chat with whoever's at home doing the cooking at the end of the night. So we can help plan. Snacks, you need tons of snacks during the day. I know we've talked about some schools are better about letting you snack in classes or between classes or different periods. If you know that you're in a school where snacking isn't allowed, then maybe you need to think ahead of that breakfast needs to be beefy, that lunch needs to be beefy, just so that if you're not able to get in those additional calories throughout your day in snacks, then we really need to plan ahead to make sure you're getting the total calories in your meals, meaning packing bigger, preparing better. Pre-practice, a lot of y'all I know go from school straight to practice, depending on where we are or what your day looks like. Sometimes you get to go home, but I think some of you may go straight to practice. Which is going to be a new schedule switch since you guys were at home before practice and you could just, it was easy for you to grab what was in the pantry, what was in the fridge. Now that may mean you need to have it in your car, have it in your lunch box, have it in your bag. Again, that's packing it and not relying on the vending machines. So planning ahead what your schedule looks like that day, what you need to bring with you. Then we need to prepare. You need to make a list. You need to go to the store. You need to pack your meals, your snacks, your hydration. Look ahead at the school lunch menu. Maybe Monday and Thursday, it's fried chicken and greasy pizza. And those aren't things that are going to sit well in your stomach before swim practice. So maybe on those 2 days, we've got to plan on bringing a lunch. So you need to prepare something to have those days. That night before, make sure you've got something packed. Being able to prepare is going to be really important because if it's not there, you cannot execute it. And if you're planning and you're preparing, then there's no excuses. It's right there for you. Questions about that? About the plan and the prep? Do you need any tips or tricks or suggestions that would be easy to plan to prep? We can save those for the end. We'll go through the next slide. Okay. Planning and prep tips. So these would be my suggestions. Again, look at the schedule for the week. For some of you, the schedule may be the same Monday through Friday, nothing changes. For some of you, maybe you're seniors and a couple days of the week, you get off at 12 and you go home. So you know that maybe you don't need to pack as much those days because you have the opportunity to go home and prepare. But maybe there's some days, for whatever reason, you're at school the full day or something happens afterwards and you know you need to plan and prep meals and snacks for practice. You need to look at the schedule so you have a better idea and understanding of what is going to get thrown at you that week so you can be prepared. Pack lunches the night before. Again, I'm sure y'all aren't waking up with a ton of time on your hands in the morning to do these things. So if you're not doing it the night before, when's it going to get done? So maybe that means this year, our new habit is packing lunch the night before. Filling your water bottle the night before. Maybe y'all get to school every day and you're like, shoot, I don't have any water. And we've been over water a bajillion times. Y'all know how much you need to be drinking during the day. So the amount of water you need probably takes you a couple minutes standing in front of the fridge filling it. So do that the night before, stick it in the fridge, save yourself some time in the morning. Avoid the vending machines as much as possible. We know that the only things that are in there are usually crap. The sugars, the fats, the bad fats, the ones that are going to make us feel heavy and lethargic before practice. We don't need that sitting around in our stomachs. Try to skip the drive-through. If you're planning and you're prepping and you have the things ready to rock and roll, you probably won't need the drive-through if you've already got it. Pack your protein. Don't skip the protein. Make sure when you're putting these lunch boxes together, these snacks, these meals, start putting some intention behind it. We've beaten the protein horse enough to know hold on, Ross, I don't know what that means. So pack the protein. We're going to go through some of the easy high protein snacks and things that you can bring with you. There's no excuses. We're going through it. Y'all know the deal. You're at a point. We've been doing this. Y'all have all of the information, a lot of the information at your fingertips right now, as far as I've given you lunch suggestions and meal suggestions and easy grab and go options. Now it's up to you guys um as the big kids to, your young adults. Some of y'all are seniors. No excuses. It's time. Um Pack your hydration. So I know for some of y'all, it's not just water. Some of us are drinking extra electrolytes, especially in this heat, to stay on top of your hydration. We talked a lot about that our last meeting, about hydration and how important it is, so that we don't show up to these workouts underhydrated or basically dehydrated. So if you're packing other things, make them smart. Packing a Diet Coke or any diet soft drink soda is not, just because it's diet doesn't make it the healthiest choice. It's still not good for us. Skipping the high sugar electrolyte beverages. Again, unless those are things that you're needing those for the fast acting energies during your workout to recover and provide additional energy output. In the middle of your school day, I don't think you guys need the full sugar body armors, the full sugar Gatorades, the full sugar vitamin waters. Don't drink the vitamin waters. Those zero options are going to be way better. So if you are packing additional hydration, especially since it's still hot as Africa outside, make sure you're making smart choices of your drink choices during the week, now that we're back in school. Again, vending machines are a slippery slope. Okay, easy protein sources to pack with you. Because we've talked about how much protein you guys need at your activity level and your ages, y'all's demographic, and the level of fitness y'all are at, the protein is high. So for you to get in enough protein with just like a turkey sandwich is not enough. I don't mind a turkey sandwich at all. A lot of times with the turkey sandwiches, though, in order to get 20 grams of protein, which you would need well over 20 grams of protein in your lunch, you need like 8 slices of deli turkey on your sandwich, which I know for some of you, you don't want a deli sandwich this thick of meat. So just think about that when you're making your sandwich for lunch and you're like, check that box. You're kind of missing your protein because this turkey sandwich isn't getting you enough. So I don't mind the turkey sandwich, but we just need to have additional protein sources in our lunch or throughout our day to make up for the difference. Protein shakes or protein powder. Protein shakes, the pre-made ones at the store, like Premier Protein, Iconic Protein, Pure Protein, the Quest, Fairlife, any of their options, those are all great pre-made drinks. If you just have a protein powder that you like to keep in a shaker and you can fill it with water at any point and just kind of down it back, those are fine options. Those are quick. Those are easy. The Quest protein chips, I don't hate them. I think it's like 140 calories for the bag and you're getting 20 to 30 grams of protein in those chips. That would be an easy add into your lunch, because I'm sure most of y'all like to eat chips with your lunch. Make them protein chips. You can get them at almost any grocery store. Target has them all over the store recently right now. I feel like they're on every end cap at Target right now. Flavored tuna cups or the tuna packets. I don't know if y'all have seen these. 2 different brands of tuna. One's making them in like little cups and one's making them in like foil packets. They're different flavors. I had a jalapeno one last week. There's like a hot buffalo. There's a lemon garlic. They're great. They're like 70 to 90 calories and like 20 grams of protein. So that's an easy snack. I actually ate a tuna packet with Quest protein chips the other day because I was tracking and I realized I was so far under my protein for the day. I got like 50 grams of protein by just doing those 2 little things. Greek yogurt, great high protein snack. Throw in some fresh berries, throw in some granola, easy snack. It's small, it doesn't take a ton of space in your lunchbox or your bag. Deli turkey or deli chicken, it's fine in a sandwich, extra rolled up on the sides, really easy to eat and increases your protein. Jerky, like beef jerky, turkey jerky. There's one that's venison jerky. All of those, they come in like meat sticks. They look like a Slim Jim. Don't get a Slim Jim. Be better than the Slim Jim. But those are all really easy. Throw in your bag, high protein snacks. They are like 60 to 80 calories, and it's like 8 to 12 grams of protein in one of those sticks. Same with the string cheese. String cheese is great. One stick is 50 to 80 calories, and it's, I think, 7 to 10 grams of protein per cheese stick. Cottage cheese, if you don't like yogurt, maybe you're a cottage cheese fan. All of these are great, high protein, easy snacks to throw in your bag, keep on hand, where you don't feel like I've got to eat 4 turkey sandwiches to get to my protein goal. Questions about protein sources? Sweet. Again, we'll have a whole section if y'all want to jump in and ask any questions about any of this right now. I thought there was one more. There's not. Hit me with your questions about back to school, packing lunches, protein sources, hydration drinks. Did you find anything? I think we're going into week 2 or week 3 of school. Since we've started, have y'all ran into any issues? Have you started any new habits? Hit me. What you got? Crickets. Y'all were really chatty last time we talked. Did you get it all out of your system? Grant, you got a question?
You said no body armor.
I don't mind body armor light.
Oh,
So
I think
body armor's fine, but I'm gonna pull it up on my phone just so we can compare real quick. It's the sugar content that I want you to be mindful of when we're not in practice and you're taking in too much sugar just during the day. So let's do body armor drinks, sports drinks. Okay, so the regular body armor, let's just click on this first one, is strawberry grape, 21 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce bottle. That's a cup and a half of liquid, and it has 21 grams of sugar. Do you know how much sugar that is? God bless America. Okay, now I'm going to pull up the light option. All right, light sports drinks. Peach mango for 1 bottle. And I think the light bottles, I think they're a little bit smaller. I could be wrong. There's only 2 grams of sugar. So we're dropping 18 grams of sugar that y'all just don't need smack dab in the middle of your day. Got it? Questions on the body armor? What if most of our school food snacks are fried? Asked Enzo. Then pack your own. If you know your school doesn't give you, I know some schools have a bunch of options. They have salad bars, you can build a sandwich, you can get hot lunch. They have grab and go options. And some schools you have one option. Monday it's this, Tuesday it's this, and you don't have much variety. If that is your school, the one that has, you get one option a day, I'm sure you're getting a school lunch calendar. You, your parent, somebody's getting it. You need to get your hands on it so that you can plan and prepare for you to bring your lunch on the days that it's fried, it's greasy, it's options that as a competitive teen athlete, you shouldn't be eating before practice. Things that are fried, things that are super greasy, things that are super high in dairy, like an Alfredo sauce or something like that, that's like a creamy soup or something. Maybe that's the day you bring the turkey sandwich, the protein shake, the Quest chips, a side of fruit, bring a banana, you know what I mean? So plan ahead, look at those lunch menus, so that you have the option. I know some schools also, like for breakfast, they'll have like a breakfast bar, or they'll have little like stand up, pop up little options where you can grab like a breakfast biscuit or something. And it's usually like a biscuit with fried chicken, or just like a sausage and cheese biscuit. We've got to start making, there should, again, no excuses. Y'all are at an age where you can absolutely get some food ready for yourself and make a smarter choice. And not just be like, well, this is what my school offers. You know what I mean? Y'all can do it. I know you can. That's my school lunch rant. All right, who else has questions? Body armor, school lunch. What else? Hit me.
I forgot what you said about water supplements last year. You were like, we shouldn't drink those during the school day, should we? Just only practice.
You can, I mean, so if they're hydration supplements like electrolytes, yes, you can drink them, especially because you guys need to stay on top of your hydration. We don't want to go into these workouts dehydrated. And it's not smart for you to sit and chug 40 ounces of water right before practice. So if you know that you need the added electrolytes, let's say, I don't know, you sweat a lot, or you know that you have a lot of water loss, sodium loss, then we need to replenish that. So I don't mind the electrolyte drinks, just as long as they are the low sugar options.
Yeah, so Propel would be fine.
I
Propel
don't know
powder.
what the sugar content in Propel is, but I think
It's
Propel is
steer grains.
Perfect. Love it. Knock your socks off. That's great. Anyone else? Breakfast, snacks. Any of y'all leave half day because you're seniors? If you do, you have a little bit more flexibility in your planning because you go home. But it doesn't mean like go home, sit on the couch, the bag of Doritos. Coach, you got anything? Cool,
No,
cool.
just long they just need to keep track of this stuff again, because they're definitely going to be, if they haven't started having issues with something, it's coming. Whether it's hydration or nutrition, something, they're going to need a little assistance along the way. And your
Yeah.
next meeting might be 6 weeks from now. So this is their last chance for a little while.
My biggest piece of advice for y'all going into the school year and into your new schedule is don't get lazy with your nutrition, because it is the first thing that will affect your workouts. No denying it, especially if you're just like, but I feel fine when I eat X, Y, and Z. You can feel better. You're maybe just unaware. And at this stage in the game, just don't get lazy on it. Make it an effort. Start trying to make it a priority. It will make you stronger. Cool? All right.
Right? Get out. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.